Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome yet again to the southern wing of the Stink Bug Works. Before you is a unicorn. This is a Gropner Systems catamaran from about 20 years ago. Maybe a little longer than that. Maybe it was in the 1990s. Yeah, I think it was the 1990s. Anyway, this is my 29-inch Gropner systems that I was going to set up for limited spec offshore, a class that didn't last very long. It was set up to run with a Speed 700 motor and 12 round cells. And somewhere I even have a photo of a Speed 700 motor installed in here and 7 round cells. Well, since then, it's sat on a shelf for a long time. And since I'm kind of running out of projects and I have to be building something, but I have a new rule of I'm not going to buy anything until something leaves the shop, I thought I'd work on stuff in the shop. And lo and behold, this appeared. And I said, well, you know what? I started to work on the bottom. How does the bottom look? And the bottom looks pretty good. I got a pretty decent blueprint going on here. I don't know if I want to sharpen the strakes or not, but the ride pads are pretty well settled out. There's a little bit of sanding to do here and there, but not much. Not much. It wouldn't take much to get this. And Fuller's Hardware. This, boys and girls, is another unicorn, but it works quite well. And get a load of this. This surprised me. The canopies are still crystal clear and unmolested, so that's really cool. And I still have their little heads, so I got everything I need to paint it up as a scale boat. I even have in here the decals. So there you go. Now, everybody wants to see it in here, right? Boom! Why, it's black in there. And in fact, from here forward is all styrofoam. There was some wood structure from the kit that ran some ribs up here and a rib up here, and I put styrofoam between there, and you can see this bulkhead here. Everything forward of that bulkhead is styrofoam, and back under these little areas they had a framed-in area so you could just drop a block of styrofoam in it. I am going to power this with a 4074 motor of 2000 kV. I'm going to power it on 4S. Why am I going to power it on 4S and not something crazy like 6S or 8S? This is a plastic hull. I don't want to I don't want to risk breaking it. So I'm going to keep the power kind of in the area this thing was designed to handle. Because that's all I need to do is hit a wave at high speed and have the hull just explode right there and see pieces sink and little bits of foam floating to shore. No, I don't want to do that. So I'm going to keep the power modest. I'll put a big enough motor that I can turn a big enough prop that I can get some efficiencies, some fun speeds. Remember, this is Santee Lakes, so insane speeds aren't really going to be possible. I'm looking for, again, something that looks good. I'll paint it upscale, do the whole black with white down here, and then the gold lettering. It'll look cool. It'll look cool. So there it is, boys and girls. The next project. There's not much to do. It's going to be more of a painting project. And so we'll finish up the blueprinting here and think about painting. Until next time, boys and girls, Jet